Well, howdy, folks, and welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you guys here for our lunch stream, where we hang out with you folks for the next hour and a half. We're here to talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, well, whatever else is on your mind, but mainly Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're going to do a roster review. We're going to answer your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and put those in chat. We will scoop those up. Make sure you put question in front of your statement so we can scoop it up. If you don't, then we're going to miss your question, and that's on you, not on us. Glad to have everybody here. Hope you're having a great lunch stream. This is something fun for you to listen to, whether you're eating your lunch now or eating your lunch later and you're listening to us later on YouTube or wherever you may be listening to us. It's all good in the hood. We're glad to have you here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out our Patreon. Check out our ACS stuff, which we will cover more at the end. All right. All the news and notes. Blah, 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 blah. All that is done. All right. Let's introduce everybody that's here for today. We've got, of course, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman.
Hello.
We've got Grim the Mechanic.
Howdy.
And we've got the Stoner Jedi, Salad Dan. And apparently he's not talking.
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Yeah, you help.
I don't know what's going on. I think I'm a little behind on the stream.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're behind on the stream?
Come back into the stream.
We're in Zoom. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I feel like the audio is like a little delayed on the stream. I don't know, or not the stream, but on the Zoom. So
I think
I'm coming through.
I think the apprentice is force throwing.
You're responding to Ranger when he's asking.
Right.
Questions.
So I don't understand what you're talking about. You confuse and frighten me at
Sorry,
the
guys.
You must have got a good strain this time.
I need more coffee.
I mean, I think the apprentice has really forced on you too much this week, man. Seriously.
might want to get the apprentice to cut back on the force lightning.
Word? You know? God. Papa, I have to force through again. Please don't. But I must. Ugh. All right. Glad to have you all here. Another territory war down. Yay. I'm so sick of these territory war bonuses. It really throws everything off. But I digress. We're here to talk about the game and help you guys out. So, Grand Arena's over. Everything's over. It's just a matter of just starting back to a good old farming again. So, let's get into it with a roster review. And today's roster we are doing Kitiota profile and their internal beta test. I love that name.
That's pretty much what this is.
You know, that's a really great name. So let's see what Kitiota would like. They say that not all my mods are on my characters. I'm sad to say I have some fluff to my roster. Well, we must kill you then. I'm a casual player and mainly free to play. I mainly just want to have fun but do my best. And goes into all that. So this is what they want. General overview. Ship lineup that can beat Millennium Falcon teams. Need major help on mods. Next Zetas. Advice on the Chew event. Night Sisters. And good GA teams. So, the full gambit of what they want. Dr. Finn. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
All right, so just general looking at your roster.
So I'm heading straight to his mod, just in case my connection dips out again.
All right, so we can see he's got the Revan team. His profile. Let me go back to his profile. Revan team. He's. We may want to look at Revan here. His ship lineup. No. Running Geos. That's why you're getting crushed.
Yeah,
you're doing good.
Ships. He's got some really good ships.
Yeah, Geos with Tarkin ain't the way to do it, my friend. It's just not. I mean, Geos are a good secondary fleet, but 2.8 million GP. So look at Revan, look at his mods, Finn. Let's go back to characters and just start talking about what you've got and what you don't got. We know you got the Revan team, so that's a positive.
His Revan's slow. 264.
Nope. So we got that.
You need as close to 300 as possible.
Okay, so part of that is because he doesn't have a lot of good mods.
Okay, so we got some modding to do.
He does have Revan probably modded as fast as he possibly can.
Okay.
The problem is he doesn't have a lot of speed secondary high mods. So that's where he's lacking.
He doesn't have the mod depth yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He has some
understandable.
things he could probably change in order to speed it up. I'm trying to look here, and he can probably gain about 4 speed, but it's nothing super, right? Yeah, he just needs more speed secondaries of high speed secondaries on speed set. That's where he's lacking.
Okay.
So I can't really criticize his mods too much, just because there's not a whole lot of
not where he's got them, but depth is where we can.
He can remod a little bit probably in order to get better speeds on his Revan team, right? So that could be something he can work on, and that would definitely help him, right? But his Revan is almost as fast as it possibly could be. I'm looking at offense secondaries now.
Wow, his mod selection looks like mine.
Better not be, Grim. You better
Only
be working,
120.
You better be working on that.
His offense set. Yeah, he's almost maximally modded on his Grandmaster Yoda as well, and his Grandmaster Yoda is currently doing just over 6,000 special damage, so that's definitely good.
That's good. Yeah.
Pretty much right.
Oh,
but
real quick, he is in chat with us.
He is.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, it's just the mod depth. Not much you can do about that at this point, except just kind of farming more mods, right? Your Grandmaster Yoda is in fairly decent shape. I would try to get an offense primary on your triangle and your cross, because that adds a lot of offense to it. I think you were looking for mods maybe that had speed as well. You don't have to do that. So trying to take a look at your mods here to see what you can potentially use and what you have. If you have,
he's got a lot of greens and blues and purples he could try slicing up to get more speed.
The problem is he lacks offense secondaries on offense set as well.
Mm.
And just in general, he doesn't have any triangles and only like 1 cross that has offense primary. So yeah, this is a mod depth issue. And so your best, he said that he has a lot of mods that are not on his characters, and he did mention that before, right? But I'm hoping that you're not equipping mods that we're looking at, which are mods with speed secondaries that are above 15, right? Because you're low on those. So I hope those are not part of the mods that are not equipped. The other ones are mods with offense percentage primaries that have flat offense secondaries, particularly with an offense set. Those are mods that you want as well, especially for a character like Grandmaster Yoda, where you're just trying to load up on as much damage as possible. So yes, it is hard. Okay, so you said most are 5 or need to be leveled to 15. Okay, so yeah, we need to go through your mods. What I can do, Kitty Yoda, at some point if you want, is I can meet with you and you can just share your screen and we can go through your mod tab in game in order to make sure you understand.
And you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
You have on. God damn it! I'm gonna finish this up really quick. I know.
I got it. I can just work on your connection. I'm gonna go into his characters, but get with us, Kitty. I'm just gonna call you Kitty, and Kit.
Or Kit, like Knight Rider.
Because I keep mispronouncing it, and I don't want to do that. So Kit, and we'll.
You put the pronunciation there. It's Kitty and then Ota.
That's what I figured, but I didn't want to make Kitty Ota. But we'll help you with that. So let's go through your roster. Bounty Hunters look fine. This is a great team in GW. I'm not going to get into 3v3s because there's so many different comps and stuff out there. Kit, this is mainly your 5v5 stuff. If you want 3v3, just watch us when we do Grand Arena 3v3 as they come up and give you some ideas. I've done a ton of videos on the lunch stream with 3v3s. We don't have the time to break all that down, but we can cover territory wars and teams in general for, Grand Arena for 5v5 and stuff. So your bounty hunters are your defensive team. I've seen different combinations of bounty hunters used. You've got boss with the Zetas. So it's a strong enough team that you could put it on defense. Same thing with Grand Arena, because they have to use a meta team to beat it. If they screw around, they're going to be wishing that they hadn't. So that's what your bounty hunters are for. Your first order is kind of the same boat. Let's say your first order is, well, not yours, because you've got some work to do there, my friend, but that's okay. This is a possible team that you can work for in the future. Zetas that you want to get when you eventually do work on it. Two on Kylo Ren Unmasked, one on First Order Stormtrooper, one on regular old Kylo Ren. The team that I run on defense is Kylo Ren, and you see this all the time. The two Kylos, First Order Officer, First Order Stormtrooper, and Executioner. You don't have that, so you probably have to go with First Order TIE Fighter probably until you get your Executioner up. But that's a team you can use for defense as well. So you got two defensive teams that you can work on. Your bounty hunters already now. Your troopers or your First Order is something you can work on down the line. Let's look at Imperial Troopers.
Ooh.
Got some work to do. I mean, they're starred. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
You're Starkest, but this is a great offensive team. It can beat bounty hunters. It can beat a boss team. It can beat a lot of teams. Veers gives you speed to Stark. Stark, if you get him, my new number is 240. If you get his mod speed up to 240 with the bonus, he can hang. I think mine's at 243. So when I get the bonus from Veers, he's in the 260s. You can take out a lot of teams with that. If troopers go first, they're nasty. Anybody that wants to put scruff on their back line, like Ewoks or anything like that, First Order is going to annihilate them Imperial Troopers are going to annihilate them. So it's a possible team you can work on. Really, what I'm getting is that we're probably going to, you just need to start picking teams and working on them all the way. We already looked at your Jedi. That's your PvP team, so there's no need to go in there.
And troopers do still work on Night Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so.
Very much so. If it's a standard Night Sister team, you're going to do just fine. I see you're farming Talzin. That's fine. Night Sisters is another team. This is probably a team I would recommend you work on first. Night Sisters is very, very versatile on offense and defense. The Zetas are 2 on Asajj, 1 on Mother Talzin's unique to start off with. Eventually, you want to get both on Talzin just because it gives you some. Her leadership is good for certain situations. But yeah, those are the ones you want to work on first. Asajj, 2 Zetas, Mother Talzin's unique. At least Asajj lead, then Mother Talzin's unique, and then Asajj is unique. Some people say do Asajj's first, do hers first. But this is a team you can work on, and this is probably the team I've been leaning on first to work on, but we still have to go through your roster, so keep that in mind. Nice Sisters can work on offense and defense. I mean, you see them all over the place. So your Old Republic farming is going pretty well. You're not working on the new characters, but at least you got Revan, you've got Mission and Zalbar done, so that's pretty nice. To gear 9 and 8 respectfully, so something you can use me for the Kira Squad stall team later on. Let's see how your Rebels are doing. Rebels look solid. We don't have C3PO, but we are going to get to that with another part of your question, which you asked. Let me look here.
Wow, all his Ewoks are 7-star. They just need gear.
Okay, you're asking for the Chewie event. So yeah, we're missing Chewie. With the team you've got, when it comes back around, you should have no problem with the bounty hunters you have getting Chewie. Dengar, you've got the key pieces, you've got Greedo, so the only advice is just, you've got the pieces. It's a little bit of RNG, but if you survive the initial burst, which you should with the gear you have on your bounty hunters and stuff, then you should be fine. There's no real advice. I mean, it's just how it plays out. The big thing is to burn Chewie first, get Chewie out of there with all that, with the guard and stuff, and then kill Han and then kill the rest. That's kind of how you want to do it. Trust me, I know. I spent 8 hours trying to kill that.
He spent a while. It was most entertaining.
But it looks like his Ewoks look pretty solid, so he'll be able to get C-3PO.
Yeah, all his Ewoks need is a little bit of gear, and he should be able to get rocking and rolling with 3PO.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for the Chewie event, you just wait for the attack. Hopefully, they go after your boss first, but you want that, and then you're trying to get your payout, but you're going after Chewie as quickly as possible. Hopefully, they do a crit and your Dengar goes stealth. That prevents them from going stealth. If you can prevent them from going stealth, then you pretty much have a good shot at beating it. So it's a very RNG fest. But yeah, you've got the level of your characters with the gear and your bounty hunters. You should be able to beat it, no problem. But we're missing 3PO and Chewie, so we should be able to get both those here next time they come around. At least unlock. I mean, Chewbacca 6 stars, so you got at least got him at 6 stars, so you can start adding his gear and stuff on him. 3PO, when he comes out, you'll get him. Yeah. So.
I think Gear 5 and Gear 4, he might want to up those to probably 7 at least for the base unlock of 3PO, right?
What, his Ewoks? Yeah, but you can worry about that when the event comes back. So just keep them where they're at for now. You've got other priorities. And then when they do, just take them up, and at least you can get an unlock on 3PO. But you're going to need Gear 11 and 10, at least Gear 10 Ewoks. Finn, I don't remember what Finn did his at. I think his was 9 and 10. It can be done, but you got to have the big 5. You've got to have at least a Zeta and Chirpa to get 3PO. So that's something to work on in the future. Let's check out your resistance. JTR needs to go to Gear 12 as soon as possible. So does BB-8. He's only Gear 9. You need the Zeta on JTR and BB-8. That's your priority right there. That is a team on offense that can clear a ton of crap. This is an offensive team for territory wars. It is fantastic. You should have it. The team that I run, you can go JTR, R2, BB-8. You can put Scav Rain there in a tank since your Holdo's not there. I use Holdo. She's amazing in that squad. And only in that squad. But you need gear. Gear priority and stuff is on JTR and BB-8. You've got to round this team off. This is a good team that you can use for offense. This is not a very good defensive team because the AI does some really dumb stuff with the team. The call and assist is mainly the call and assist, and when it uses abilities and who it uses abilities on, you're just like, oh my dear God. I have watched it. I have seen it happen. It is ugly. It is not a pretty sight. So this is strictly an offensive team, but it can beat a lot of teams. First Order, Bounty Hunter. I mean, it's a upper mid-tier team that can beat a lot of stuff. So you definitely first thing you're going to work on your resistance. Let's get JTR to 12, BB-8 to 12. Get the Zetas on there. Get your Trooper to Gear 11. Get your Scav Ray to Gear 11. I know they're a pain in the ass, but that's a team you want rounded off.
How's his Emphas Nest and Wampa? Because those are two that would help rock and roll by themselves in Grand Arena and
territory
work in TW as well.
Emphas Nest is Gear 8, 7 stars, so that's really good. I haven't seen where his Hermit Yoda and Wampa is yet, but Scoundrels looks solid. I mean, you've unlocked a lot of things. There's some things you could be working on, but it's fine. This is a later stage for you, but Emphas is something you may want to consider working on. You got the stars on her, so getting her geared up in 12 is not a bad
drop a Zeta on her and she'll rock and roll.
Yeah, you've seen what I've done with her.
She'll chew through teams by herself.
Yes, she will. I showed that yesterday, especially if they are not modded correctly and they're crap. Sith. All right, we don't have Darth Traya. However, we can. I think after you work on your resistance, you should round up your Sith, at least Palpatine, Vader. Keep working on your Nihilus. Your Scion's only gear is 5-star, but I would take your Nihilus and Scion gear up because even at 5 stars, they're pretty damn good. Those are two characters you can mix and match lots of places, especially Nihilus, and do very well with. But Resistance, then Sith, then Night Sisters would be my priority of teams for you to work on. Resistance because your JTR needs is almost there, so is your BB-8. Get the Zetas on them, put it on them, get that team rounded up, then go here, work on your Sith, get them at least Gear 11, and then go work on your Night Sisters. And that'll give you really 3 outstanding solid teams with characters. Even at 5 stars, Sign and Nihilus, you can work on getting them to Gear 11. They're really good. at those star levels. There's characters that you can have lower stars and they're really amazing, like Nest, Nihilus, and Sion both fall into that category. So you're not working on
not heroic Sith. They aren't able to do heroic Sith yet.
Okay. Well, this will help you get your teams ready because you'll need JTR for phase 1. You'll have rebels, and stuff. You'll be fine if you get the Night Sisters and JTR. I mean, that's your phase 1 and phase 14 right there, and you'll be doing quite well in the heroic Sith rig when it comes about. Phase 2 is your Revan team, so you already got you can have 3 of the teams ready to go. I mean, and then phase 3 is just Chex Mix. Work on your Death Trooper. You already got the other pieces, with Han and CLS and stuff. So you'll be just fine if you can get those teams rounded off and get more shards, get more goodies. That's what it's all about. All right, so that's kind of your roster. Sith, or the Sith, the Palpatine team is good on offense. I tried it on defense just to see how it does. It doesn't do well on defense. I got defensive holds, but it doesn't add health and protection back, and unfortunately, it can be whittled down. And so, but Palpatine Vader combination or one each or something. I mean, I used to use the Vader Sith Trooper team to kill Rogue One. It's ridiculous. So these are key components for your territory wars in your Grand Arena. Your territory wars is about having the teams and the comps to counteract what's on the board for the other team. The more you have, the better. So if we can get your Sith up, we can get your Night Sisters up, we can get your First Order, your JTR team up. You've already got the CLS, you've already got Revan. So we've got some pieces in place where you can actually do pretty decently in territory wars. But if we can get these other teams round up where you can place them on defense and things of that nature, I think you'll be good to go. All right, let's look here. What else?
I think ships was the last part of that one.
Yeah, ships, because we already talked about which Zetas you need to do. So there you go. We already gave you a bunch of Zetas you need to work on. Just real quick, I want to see where is your Wampa and Hermit Yoda. Not seeing Hermit Yoda 7 stars. That's fine.
Actually, he was wanting to know. He says, "In Zeta is ready to go and have 200k fleet currency to buy more Zeta parts for at least 5 more." Man, that's a nice selection of Zetas to have.
So if I'm doing Zetas,
let's see here. Let's look at some Zetas that it doesn't have.
I mean, there's a lot. There's Rey and BB-8. Those two have to be done. Then it depends on the team that you want to work on.
Oh, yeah.
So pick a team, go all in, put the Zetas on. Whether it's Night Sisters, First Order, Sith, I don't really care. It's whatever you want to do. But JTR is priority. JTR needs her Zeta, and so does BB-8. And that'll help your Resistance team out tremendously. Then you got to pick which team you want to go with. If you have that many Zetas, then you need to start putting your Zetas on. Especially these teams. So do Resistance. Then pick one of the other 3. Do their Zetas, do their gear. Until they're gear 11. Then that team's viable. Then pick the next team. Do their Zetas, do their gear to gear 11. Don't worry about gear 12 as you get gear 12 pieces and stuff and you're able to take characters at gear 12. It's arena, then you start going on your top meta teams that you're going to use for territory wars and grand arena. That's it. So if you can start doing that, quit hoarding Zetas and at least put a couple of those on that we recommended. You've got a whole bunch to choose from, so rock and roll. All right, let's look at your ships. The ship lineup you're using is going out the door. All right, Grim, Xylo. Xylo, you still there? You're not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm still here. Am I sounding better this time?
Yeah, you sound fine. Why don't you participate? I'm
here.
Why don't you stop being like Finn?
They don't put the roster review in the chat.
What do you mean?
Oh, hold on a second.
It's okay.
Why don't you just ask?
I'm just hanging out.
Where's the apprentice? Where's the apprentice?
He's here. He's eating his lunch.
Tell him to choke you right now.
He chokes me every day because of you, bro.
Good. Do it again. You deserve it.
Yeah, ships. Let's do it.
You got the roster review?
I posted it in chat.
All right, Xylo. You got the roster?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. If you're recommending a lineup, we're getting rid of Geos. We're getting rid of Tarkin. Now, he has 6-star
Got
Chimera.
7-star Houndstooth.
The Chimera will work for him. Oh, he was asking about Zetas earlier. He could drop a Zeta on Thrawn's unique.
Yeah.
That would make speed up the Chimera and help him in fleet.
Mm-hmm. Got Cassian.
Dojo's
gonna do blood. Crew.
Jason says takedown games is so chill. He's just chilling Ranger. Get off his back. No, I can't.
What's up, DJ? J2.
So if you're giving some recommendations, let's go with a lineup here that he can use. Geos and executions. Let's get him off of that, and let's get Kit on a good lineup. We want Chimera. He doesn't have the MILF, so if you're going to run a lineup with Chimera, who are you going to run? He's got Silencer. Okay. He's got all kinds of pieces here. You're looking at his ships.
Definitely Houndstooth starting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And then for the starting lineup, he could go. He's kind of got a little less star level for it, so you could go the starting lineup with Houndstooth, TIE Advanced 1, and then maybe the Imperial TIE Fighter. Yeah,
I could go that.
Get a little bit of RNG. So that's the starting lineup, and then Phantom to call the extra reinforcement to keep up with the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Cassian, obviously, to dispel the buffs. I do like.
I'd say
got
Spy in there.
Yeah, that Spy for the taunt.
To force taunt, and sometimes you can get lucky and that taunt will land on the opposing Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, definitely. And then it looks like his best option for buff immunity is going to be Wedge. I know the synergy's not there, but when he comes off of the reinforcement, even if you don't upgrade his reinforcement ability at all, it adds a buff immunity for 2 turns. And if you do the first reinforcement ability, it's a 3 turn. So as soon as Wedge comes off the reinforcement and he puts that buff immunity on Houndstooth, you can start peeling through their Houndstooth really quick as a second option.
See, one
like
thing
after Cassian.
He's got Xanadu Blood at 5-star. He's got Silencer 7 stars. We could put
the problem with Silencer is like the Silencer with the lineup that he's got right now is he'd have to put, if he wanted to use Silencer, which is a good starter, he could go Sunfac, Houndstooth, and Crew. But at that point, the Crew doesn't ramp up enough damage, it seems like.
No, you need Imperial TIE Fighter or TIE Advance in the starting lineup to get target lock to ramp him up. Which is what I use. It's a great lineup, but your Crew needs more gear and Zetas.
Well, and to be honest, Silencer, the AI still doesn't know how to use him correctly, so he's better off.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with his reinforcement, to where when he does come off the bench, he already has advantage, and since the AI always uses his rockets first.
And if he's got that max reinforcement, the afterburner, he's got a little extra offense and some extra bonus statistics too as well, so he hits a little bit harder right away. Yeah,
these are things for the future. The Silencer is something once you get up to use later on.
It's something to work on. I mean, well, like the reason why I mentioned Geo Spy is he already has it 7-star, almost maxed out with a Gear 12 Geo Spy.
That'll hit like a truck. Yeah. See, the cool thing about the Geos is he could like kind of incorporate them off the bench because of all of their abilities.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he could use Sunfac off the bench.
Absolutely.
Sunfac is amazing reinforcement.
Yeah. So his starting lineup, let's go over the starting lineup here again. We got Houndstooth, TIE Advanced, and the Imperial TIE Fighter to give it a little bit of RNG and some extra target lock synergy. And then the reinforcements, we could go the Phantom 2 to get that extra reinforcement ability again, and then the Geos basically.
Well, I'd go
But he doesn't have a
Sunfac.
buff
I wouldn't
immunity
put I
there.
wouldn't put Geonosis Soldier in that, but Sunfac and Spy maybe with Cassie's Ewing, that gives you an extra tank. That gives you casting stuff. It gives Spy's abilities. It gives Phantom, which can
the way to kill Houndstooth.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of versatility there for now for what you have.
Yeah, and this way he gets to use the ships that he's invested a lot in already.
But there's some gears you can do here. I mean, I know your Poe's one, but he's only gear 10 in your Poe. Poe. I use Poe in mine. He hits so freaking hard. Maybe instead of a Spy, we go Poe, because he can come in and just be like, start knocking the crap out of folks. This is gear 10, I think.
Yeah, he can come off the bench and one shot somebody for him. All right, so let's tweak the starting lineup again. Then let's go Houndstooth, Sunfac, and Tie Advance. So Sunfac's got a little more survivability. He can manipulate the opponent with the stun, and then it's got target lock on its basic.
Yeah,
so you got a good starting three
for if Houndstooth does get dispelled.
Yeah, so you got a stun, and then you got a way to kind of put their Houndstooth a step behind yours, right? And then the reinforcements again: Phantom 2, Cassian Stan, Geo Spy for the Force Taunt, and then Poe Dameron. Yeah, I like it.
Yep. And Kiato says, I will focus on ship gears first and the rest of my plan. I think, no, you will not do that. You will focus on what we just told you to do, and you will. If you want to add one ship person that you want to work on gear as well, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to throw that in, say like a character as part of your plan, that's fine, but you're not going to drop everything to gear ship personnel and then go back in. That doesn't make sense.
You didn't mention Plo Koon at all.
Listen here, you don't just come in here, Mike, and just throw something out like that without.
I've been here ages, and you.
And you did no, I don't know because I'm doing the damn show, Mike. Michael, you just don't show up without saying hi. How you doing? How's the wife and kids? None of that. You just come in here.
I was being polite.
That's not being polite. That's being very rude. You're being very mean. You're being so totally mean to me.
And another thing too about gearing the pilots is like none of us have stopped our gear farm to gear pilots, right? So the pilots kind of just fall into suit. Like Crew, for example, Crew's great character, but not something to stop your gear farming just for pilots. And then to follow up too is like you already have the bounty hunter ships ready to go for the next time the Falcon comes back, so you can incorporate it into your lineup at a 5-star and still climb up into the top 20, top 10. So
yeah, and you do have to be careful about gearing up pilots and stuff, because that's a very, very quick way to fluff your roster when you don't have a selection available. Like unlocking one tune is like 20 G's. One ship is 20 G's.
Oh yeah.
That last night when I did the Ebonhawk, I'm going, oh my god.
Oh, Mike, how'd you do on the Hawk event, by the way?
The Hawk event, yeah, I did well. I got up to, I think I got 43 of 100 in the end.
Nice. I finished with 19. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was very pleased there. The only thing that I was not so pleased about was by the time I'd finished messing about with that and doing a few mods and then went to join TW, it had gone. My guild were not happy with me.
Yeah,
I missed my TW by a minute. Like,
oh yeah, that's right. You missed the join phase, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, man. Real life first.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I mean that shit, I'm quite a fan of that shit, but I've got the pilots quite well geared. So
yeah, I need T3.
Yeah, I mean with that, it's a case of Cassian first, Ebon second, job done. That's it.
Yeah, a bunch of chafe.
yeah. They all get that fancy new ability.
Yeah, I tried it out last night. It was fun.
Yeah, it's a good ship. It is a good ship.
All right. Anything else anybody else has seen in this roster?
The mods again too, just like they said, hyper focus some of your greens and blues, and you'll get those speeds. Like last night, I rolled a gray to purple, and it went up to 15. So they're not impossible to find some decent mods for you.
You just gotta invest the credits on them, which thankfully is less than half as much as it used to be. But it's, take them up to 12, see where the speed turns.
It's more fun like slicing them up, and the lower ones, like when you're slicing from like gray and green, and it actually gives you good speed. You're like, yes, man, it's such an awesome feeling.
And then you find that pink unicorn where the speed secondary has a 5 next to it, and you're like, get in.
Yes. Is that how that works?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Dr. Finn, are you still there? We lost Dr. Finn. He is no longer among us.
Yeah.
All right.
He rage quit because his internet was messing up.
Well, I mean, these things happen.
But yeah, if you have any more questions, all of us are on Discord all the time, so you can ask us more questions if you think we missed anything.
Yeah. So if you have more questions, Kit, Finn will get with you on your mods. If you have any other questions, then get with us. We'll be more than glad to answer any of the additional questions you have. Overall, pretty solid job. A few things we got to do. We're in that stage where now we're starting to get the characters up, things of that nature. So we've laid out a plan of what you need to work on, what you need to do, what Zetas, what teams, things of that nature, what you need to do with your mods. We'll get more specific with mods when Finn gets with you, and it'll help you kind of focus a little bit, get a little bit hyper focus on your mods, and we'll take it from there. Now, if you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send us your GG page to Dr. Finn Medicine Woman. His name is not Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, it's Finity, Finity in Discord, and he will be more than glad to add you to the queue. Now, when you send your GG page and kind of what you want, make sure Finn responds. If he doesn't respond after 24 hours, hit him up again. Say, hey, you get your ass in gear, and he'll get you squared away. And with that, I think we can call this roster review done. Thank you so much, Kit, for letting us look at your roster. We really much appreciate it. And that means I have to do questions. This sucks. Oh, I have to do everything.
You can always just make them up.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not quite how that works. Yeah. No. So, give me a second here to get organized. Christ, get back to the game. God. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All Me has a question. Anyone here to answer a territory war question? Well, yeah, that's what we're here for, All Me. If you have a territory war question, fire away. Leonardo Dima Kulankin. Jesus.
That's awesome.
That's easy for you to say.
Dima Kulangan. That's how it looks. That is a crazy last name. Question: will the Evan Hawk
Grande was here to say that?
He would have just been like Democlopolopoulos. Dima Gorgon. No, that's not right, Grande. Question: will the Ebon Hawk be the ship to monetize the Darth Roan event? No.
Doubtful.
No. Oh no.
It better not be. If they tie Ebon Hawk, and I've heard that rumor, and I've shot it down because I'm pretty sure they're not doing that. But if they do, I'm done.
No, it'll be the shuttle,
bro.
I'm done.
Oh, if they do that,
I'm done. No, if they do that, if they put a ship into this event,
we gave you the opportunity.
Oh yeah, with the chase, and then you can buy.
Yeah,
it could be used when you think about it, though.
It's fine.
Dropped surprises on us before.
They can do that all they want. I will wish them the best. I'm gonna go play something else. Seriously.
Yeah, that's just a huge wrench in everyone, right? Because I went to bed early last night and forgot about the last couple farms, and I could have got a couple more blueprints for the ship, right? And even then, I did the math from like the value of like how many packs I would need to get to like the bare minimum, like five 5 shards per pack, right? I would have to spend like another 13,000 crystals, and I've already been done with the characters since the beginning of February, and I spent all the 400 refreshes on the blueprints for the ship event, and even then I only got to 6 stars. So if I have to spend another 13k crystals to get that ship to 7 stars for Draven,
it'll be.
Oh no, I will be so mad.
Yeah.
What if it's required for the Ravager?
Yeah, a lot of ship Omegas. I put most of my ship Omegas on that new Evan Hog, man. It looks so awesome.
Keep ships with ships and characters with characters, man. Do not be trying. Now, if they'd made this a marquee instead of a chase, I would be entertaining the idea more. And if they had given us time to farm it, and stuff like that, then I would be, I could see the Ebon Hawk as a possibility. But you don't do a chase and then just put a crystal pack in there. Someone asked me why they did that. I was like, because it's only a 4-star unlock. It things of that nature, and people maybe want to take it a higher level. So they're testing to see if crystal pack, because they didn't do that with the Emperor's Shuttle for this chase. So maybe they're testing different stuff out. But I highly doubt that the Ebon Hawk will be needed for it, because this is a character story arc. You want to do stuff with ships, then go have a ship story saga.
Well, what if the Ebon Hawk is required for the Ravager?
I could see that, and I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Capital ship.
Absolutely, yeah. See, something like that, I would totally go. I would be on board with. Absolutely.
I think the reason they did the
Ranger, you still have 22 days left to farm it.
Well, the pack is probably because people were probably writing feedback to the forums and Reddit and all that stuff, and we're saying if the shuttle would have had the pack, they would have probably bought a couple of those packs to finish the shuttle up. And me and Mike, we both got it up to 6 stars, and just because we wanted to see how the chase worked, right, and how
my OCD is hurting, mate.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My shuttle is 45 of 100.
My shuttle.
Mine's 2 of 100, Mike. I don't want to hear that. I got 98 more blueprints to go. I mean, like, it's just the idea of the chase, and then like Mike said, for us people with OCD that want to finish it up right away, and we can finish it up right away if we want to. It's just going to be a little more of a high demand for it. So
I do have some bad news about the Ebon Hawk, though. The AI doesn't use it correctly. It's so disappointing.
I can see that, because the abilities of having 2 specials and then coming off as a reinforcement, it sometimes wouldn't even call the reinforcement in the right place and time, right?
Well, one of the big problems with it is it will not pop the chaff ability until more than one person has target lock on them.
So it's still buggy. I mean, it's a new ship. We expect it to have bugs, so we'll see what happens. I think it's a good ship still, overall.
Oh, yeah. It's fun, dude. It's really fun.
Kind of put a twist on things. A better climbing team for you.
I was surprised. I saw someone posted a screenshot that they had. It was a gear 11 calf, and I believe it was 7-star. I can't remember what gear level T3 was, but their Ebon Hawk was 7-star, and it was like 5k lower than my 6-star. So there seems to be more weight on the crew members than the actual star level, which I was quite surprised about.
Probably didn't gear T3. I mean, that'd probably be the most case for everybody. And T3, unless you're a big droid fan, has just been sitting collecting dust in your inventory, right?
Been looking at T3, tempted to put the 2 Zetas on it for months. Still
just
haven't.
For the ship, yeah.
Well, no, now with the ship, there's even more like, but I'm holding out for Triple Zeta's Gamguard.
Well, you got the Grievous team and everything too. So after Gamguard, you could go in on T3.
Yeah. I do like T3. I think T3 is. I don't know about anyone else on the panel, but I think he's such an underrated droid.
I agree with you on that.
Character. Yeah,
he's
definitely.
Great character, and he works really well in that calf squad as well.
Yeah, Urza uses him with Lobot lead and target lock synergy team. Like, he's awesome. Like, it's not even a full droid team. Lobot lead. calls it team target lock. It does some pretty good damage too, but it's because of T3. It's because he buffs the team up and debuffs the enemy team like crazy.
Yeah, that debuff is the firebomb thing. It's brilliant.
He works really good with General Grievous lead too.
Yeah, and if you mod him up with some good offense, and man, he hits like a truck. Little guy's mean.
All right. Next question. How did everyone do in your territory war battles?
Yeah. Things did not go too well.
Oh.
It was fun though, anyways, though. But still, those damn clones, man. Ugh.
I'm getting tired of them. I'm getting tired of the clones and the geos already.
Yeah.
Well,
Just two big territory wars.
I'm not so mad about the geos. I like the geos. You know, they're, you know, decent. But Jesus Christ, the clones are overpowered with that buff, man.
See,
Well,
but
yeah,
that's
that,
the
and if
only
they're
time
primed,
that they're ever really kind of where they should be in game all the time.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because they need some value and a reason to put decent mods on them and stuff like that. But man, like if you, dude, there was this team last night. Oh my goodness, if they're primed and then they're clocked right, like Echo's AOE grenade is already it's the strongest damaged AOE game. And oh my god, man, I watched these between Clone Sergeant and Echo going about the same turns. It just wipes out everything. Everything. It's disgusting.
It seems a Rex lead is better than the Cody lead, even if your Cody's Zeted.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got Zeta, Cody, and Rex is the man.
The territory war buff, that is.
Yeah, because of the turn meter boost and the way that they just
And the
keep
health
going.
gain, and yeah.
Oh, God.
Carousel bunnies.
Carousel bunnies.
Somebody's upset. I don't know why, but either that or they've just got a new toy. New horn. Yay.
All right. Next question. John Pritchard, what do you guys think about the lack of new PvE content? 13 months since the heroic Sith raid and almost 16 months since territory battles.
Still a lot going on in the game. I mean, they're keeping us busy. I think they're just trying to distract us from making a new game mode or releasing a new game mode. So I don't. We talked about this a little yesterday too, right? Like the ship raid and introducing a new raid in general, and you know the fact that the Sith raid's still not being done by everybody. So
you got Grand Arena and Territory Wars, which kind of seem to drop around the same time as well. I mean, how much time have you got for some more content?
yeah, plus you got to climb and you got to do your dailies, your 600s. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff to do.
Oh.
All right. Next question. What else? 3. How many specific items do you think they'll release in today's big update that they are keeping us waiting for? I don't know. I mean, is there going to be a big update today? I mean,
my iPad's set up just to have the forms open, and like every couple minutes I keep going and refreshing it.
Minimum 3 HK rework, triple Zeta Gamguard, or is it? And the one thing that we didn't think of that they've been like mwahaha in that. Yes.
I think it's just gonna be one thing, and it's gonna be Finn's rework.
Yeah, because they said Finn's rework was going to be on an island by itself, right?
And then the tears will flow, and it'll taste so good.
Well, maybe if they don't do the Finn rework yet, because I think they'll wait another few weeks because of how long it's already been prolonged, right? It's not like the biggest project on their hand right now, right? So I think if anything, we'd get like the HK rework, something about like the simmable raids, and then Revan. You know, they need to, if they're going to release HK's rework, it's going to have some synergy with Revan, so they have to kind of release the event details at the same time as HK's rework, right? So those 3 could be big ones.
Well, I don't know. I'm a little mad they've let go the Finn Infinite Loop go as long as it has. Like, Remember when Stormtrooper Han's Infinite Loop was out? They were like, "Oh, fix within 3 days."
Well,
You
because
know?
it came out within like the first couple of days as the Sith Raid was launching, like in the same week. So they were like, "Nope, that can't happen." But now the Sith Raid's like a year old, and of course it's bugged. I mean, like, have they fixed the Droideka bug yet in there?
Yeah, that was fixed.
Okay.
What, last week or?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was based on like the percentage of her health or whatever, and then the ability of charges or whatever, and true damage. But that's something because it's a new mechanic. Now Finn's a day one character, and they're like, well, how do we do this right? And it's gonna suck when they do it, in my opinion. I mean, I like the idea of him being able to ramp up his offense and his damage, but is it worth sacrificing one of the day one leaders in the game? Like, everybody loves Finn. I use Finn all the time, still to this day. It's gonna be weird not having him.
I think he's gonna be awesome after this rework. He's just not gonna be able to do the infinite loops like he used to.
Yeah, and the team's not gonna go as much, and you're gonna have to clock the team better, and then you're gonna have to gear the team better. You're gonna have to mod the team better. It's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's kind of sad.
Pain in the ass. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sad. It's a day one team, you know what I mean? And you didn't have to put that much investment into it, and it still worked great. And if you wanted to invest a little more, you could, but now you're kind of forced to. So
I blame Finn.
Thanks, Finn.
It's his fault.
That's a good call.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
Totally.
Darth Scion, 1972. Question for the panel: with the Rancors simming coming with the quality of life update, will your guilds be embracing the new simming? Oh, we got to see how it works first. I mean, there's some questions for it, but I mean, if it works a certain way we want it to, then I think we'll be fine with it. I mean, it's a Rancor raid, for God's sakes.
And they intimated that the rewards will be equal, will be distributed evenly, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So it should, on paper, be okay.
I'm still gonna do it. I've been using it to fill the bounty hunter contracts.
It'll also have to depend on the rewards that we get for simming them. If the rewards aren't nearly as good as hitting the auto, then
yeah, I'm gonna go in there and auto it.
There's no point in simming it.
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. All right. Next question. Blackbird Premium question is: if I have mission Zeta, should I do Zalbar 2?
Hold your Zetas. I'm in the same place.
Okay.
It's like the unneeded F in Jeff.
Jaffafa. Oh, Jaffafa. Matt Bailey question. You guys do realize that ships and characters will be required for a single vet at some point in the future, right? No?
Eventually they will.
Maybe.
Unfortunately, but...
I mean...
Not all of them.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, that may be the case, but I don't have any indicators right now that that's going to be a direction they go. I mean, that's just speculation. We don't know what's going to happen, so... Could they do it? Absolutely. Will they do it? I have no idea. Nobody does. Not even the great...
The solo characters kind of screwed that up for us, right? Like, we were all like, yes, there's going to be a solo event. Yes, farm the solo characters. Yes, yes, yes. And then it never happened, right? So that was kind of like one of the first times that happened. So
it's entirely possible we might still drop solo requirements on us.
Could be a gear check, yeah. I mean, like, those characters
cargo ships to conquer the galaxy.
A Kessel Run event, which would be epic, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Next question for me. Let's see here. When will Ranger run Plo Koon? BB says it works even at Gear 9. I don't know. I'll get around to it.
I'm running it.
Matter to me. I guess someday over the rainbow. I don't know. Listen, I just I'm trying to run the extreme. I'm trying to run I can't do everything.
Revan.
See if there's any more questions. Bear with me. I'm trying to do PvP. Show you guys stuff on the screen.
Multitasking for the win.
It's costing me because these buttholes are attacking me back while I'm trying to climb. These scrubs. No, that was the last question. I'll be damned.
Wow, we're gonna end on time.
I don't know what to.
That's good timing, because I've just got home and I'm going to have to bid you all farewell. But I will see you. Well, be with you tomorrow.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Take care, Mike.
So
have fun, everyone.
But that's our stream for da. But let's kind of cover everything. That was the last question. I cannot be. Yeah, that's the last question. Some bitch. I don't know. We're on time. See what happens when you don't have stupid fit here? You get done stuff done. So that's a little bit shorter. We're usually about an hour. So with that, if you have more questions and you'd like to, get your answers squared away, then come join us on our Discord. It's linked down below. If you have a great community of people there to help you make your roster better, everything better. So if that's the case, then please feel free to come check out our Discord. We also, if you could like and subscribe for the channel, that would be amazing as well. We have a lot of stuff that we're doing for you guys. Battlefront, all kinds of stuff. So if that's your cup of tea, we got all kinds of fun stuff that you can get into. So give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And then give us a thumbs up. We have our Patreon. We love our Patreon supporters. If you haven't become a Patreon supporter, please consider doing it. Pretty amazing. And then we have our ACS campaign. You can see we're at over 11,000. So if you would like to help us in our endeavor to raise money for the American Cancer Society, please do. And we would very much appreciate it. And the link and all those links are down below. So on behalf of myself and the crew, the panel, our guests, thank you guys for stopping by. Really appreciate everybody's support. With that, remember tonight we have our big Wednesday night stream where we break down the latest, and I'm sure there'll be a lot to cover tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern is our big Wednesday night stream, and for our VIPs and things of that nature, you can make sure to check us out on the pre-stream where we hang out with all our VIPs, those kind of, people that are our supporters. We hang out with you guys at 7, and then 8 p.m. Eastern we'll start the big show. And we'll just break down the latest and greatest news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. So on behalf of myself and the crew, have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.